co-share, and it is a matter of great honor and privilege for the Sadiq International Virtual University to welcome Sadia Yasin, who has been our supporter from very beginning. She actually attended one of our courses in CHEP and is now starting her own programs in medical education and various courses, which we'll find out in due course of time. Sadia is based in Lahore, and I was just talking to her a moment ago that she was one of the founding members of medical school established by my old friend Rashid Latif in Lahore near Qusur. Now she started her own organization, which and she has a qualification that you can see on the screen: MBS, MPhil, histopathology, MHPEP, postgraduate in medical journalism, which is fantastic, and founder of medical education program organization. So it's a very enterprising thing. And CANVA is, I'm not very familiar with it, but I know my colleague Sholeh, who was one of the pioneers, I would say, of Sadiq International Virtual University when we started in 2020. She's based in Iran. She uses CANVA a lot. So we're grateful to you, Sadia, that you're obliging us and our students with something new and something interesting. But please, first of all, introduce yourself properly or more adequately. Over to you, Sadia.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind introduction. And I welcome all the esteemed participants on behalf of Al Sadiq University and medicaleducation.org. And I extend sincere gratitude to Al Sadiq University for extending this opportunity to interact with learned participants. Sir, my name is Dr. Sadia Yasin. I have been working, I worked as a Director Medical Education at Rashid Latif Medical College for more than 3 years. Now I am serving as CEO of my own medicaleducation.org, where we provide different faculty development program, peer review, pre-publication peer review facilities, and many other facilities related to research. Consultation regarding quantitative and qualitative research. Today's topic of today's webinar is Unlock the Power of Visual Communication, CANVA for Research. Why I chose CANVA for today's webinar is that I found CANVA as an emerging tool that can democratize the design and help researchers sculpt their research findings into compelling stories. Basically, research is a dry process. When you just breathe some life of colors into the research, it becomes appealing. So I have shared my screen. I hope everyone can see my screen.
Yes.
Dr. Is it
Yes,
visible?
yes. Yes,
So,
it is.
so today, CANVA is our paintbrush, and we are going to learn how to paint the stories on the canvas of research by using CANVA and bringing the data into life, thus making our stories to influence and inform and inspire the world. We shall map out the learning objective for today's webinar. I'll go through one by one. First of all, I expect that many of the participants may have already not used CANVA, and they are this software may be a little new to them regarding research. So I'll discuss the fundamentals of CANVA and its applications in research. Then we are going to learn about what is the term graphical abstract. Then we shall explore how we can brand and promote your own research work to improve your H index by making quick take videos. Basically, this is a webinar and we are not going to into the hands-on activities. Maybe we will plan it, but I will try my best to convey the message what I want to tell you about the usage of CANVA regarding the research. Then how we can visualize the data using CANVA. This will be the part of this webinar. By the end of this webinar, I hope you will learn about all these things, and I will try my best to simplify all of these terminologies for you. So CANVA, what is CANVA? CANVA is basically simply a software design, software to design the graphical and visually compelling elements and stories. We must not forget the founders of this software. They include Melanie and Cliff and Cameron. They basically, their vision was to make the design accessible to everyone, regardless of their experience level. Even novice people can use Canva easily. There are a lot of videos on YouTube available how to use the Canva and how to start from beginning. What's important about Canva is that most of the features are free. I'm using Canva Pro, but there's not much difference between free version and Pro version. Some of the designs are paid. It's not mandatory in aspect of the research that you are going to use all the Pro version or Pro designs. You can use the simple or other design. You can customize your own design. This is the freedom. This is the freedom that you can use your own mindset, your own creative thinking, and your brain to innovate the research findings and innovate the way to disseminate your research findings. We are again and again talking about the visual communication and research. So what is visual communication and research? Basically, it is the art of transforming data into the stories. This is how we can convert the dry data into the universal narrative of life, how we can breathe life into the data. That is basically the purpose of Canva here for the research, to make the things visually communicated. By and by, we will discuss different template selection, design space in Canva. We will navigate through the interface of Canva, that how you can use different templates and what are the tips to use these templates. There are multiple options. You can use the template for presentation. You can make flyer, you can design the document, you can make infographics, and you can use it for poster making, video editing. Endless opportunities are there. So start your design journey with ease. Choose from thousands of professionally designed templates categorized for various needs, ranging from presentation and flyers to social media posts and more, as I have discussed earlier. So what is the tip? That whatever the template you want to use, just click that template and it will appear in your design space. Like if you the template is more customized to your project, like dissemination of research findings, you can use infographics. I have taken a snapshot of my screen. This is the basically interface of Canva. You can see, uh, is my cursor visible? There is a pen in the left side. Uh, that's the Magic Studio. Then there are projects, then templates, brand, and application. I was discussing about the template selection, so I will show how you can use the template selection. You can click this template and there will be endless opportunities appeared on this right side, from where you can use the template of your own interest. If you are going to design a social media post for your research, then you can use a picture or some flyer. If you are going to use the infographics for your thesis results or for presenting your result, then you can click the infographics. And this cursor tells you that if you click that, there other options will appear here. So when I click this template, this interface appeared. These are document option. This is whiteboard. This is infographics. You can design flyer from here, and presentation, and so on. Then there is a design space. Basically, this is the space where your design appear. This is your creative playground. This is where your selected template or blank canvas comes to life, where you can add different elements like icons, shapes, images, videos, infographics, whatever you want to design. Everything appears on this design space. So click on any elements to edit, drag and drop that element to reposition them as needed. I'll show the interface of Canva. This is then tool space. I'll show you by and by all the pictures where these things are placed in Canva so that you may easily understand. There is a tool space. What is the purpose of tool space? Tool space gives us option of different using different tools like text tool. You can use a text tool. You can use heading, subheading, and body text. You can even use your brand kit in this tool space. Then there are images and elements, some graphics. There's whatever background you want to choose, you can choose from background
नहीं
option.
लेकिन होते जो मैं से पेड़ का
Mic is on from some participant.
Kindly mute yourself. I think it's Dr. Wajir Rahman. Please mute yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You can even upload the images or videos or the designs you have already designed and they are available in your PC or computer, or you have downloaded from internet. You can upload those designs and images in Canva to make it more customized. Other options are available like Magic Write, Magic Expand. There are numerous options that when you are going to explore Canva, you will just delve into that software. Many times I spend hours and hours and I don't know that what was the purpose of initiating the use, but I explore the different option by using it maximally. The practice makes a man perfect. The same way here. So there are toolbars, visual elements that include in the Canva are graphics, images, icons, AI generated images. You can give a command to make a customized AI generated image and Canva will help you out. Magic Write will help you decide the fonts according to your design. So this is another snapshot. This red portion I have encircled. This is design space I was talking about. If you are going to select infographics from here, it will appear here. Or if you are going to select design like presentation from templates, it will appear here. So everything you select from template design, it will appear in design space. So what was the tool space or tool pen? This was the tool pen where you can see elements, text, brand, upload, draw, projects, as I have discussed earlier in previous slide. I was discussing this tool space, text tool, images, elements, background, uploads, and much more. The link of the website you can use in application as well. So now the main crust of this presentation, that how you can leverage Canva for stellar research visualization. What are the options where you can use Canva for the research? Whenever we pass by some market or some road, we see a lot of flags and signboards and hoardings where a lot of marketing has done. And all of these things are visually communicating some message to you. There are images, some imagery or some visually attractive things that attract you, and when you go to some grocery store, uh, these marketing tactics, they hammer you again and again, and when you go to the grocery store, if you don't find the product of your own choice, you can you tend to choose that thing that you have seen in some hoarding or flyer or some flex while passing by a road. The same is the thing that in on the research side, the research scholars, they are not so much adeptly using the infographics and visually communicating elements to disseminate their research finding. So one of the option is that you can make a flyer for your research promotion. You can promote your research. The era is so fastly moving. Artificial intelligence has made the life so fast every day. I'm tech savvy and very fond of artificial intelligence tools, their ethical use in research, but every day I find a new tool with new feature. So I have to curate the list every day. So in this fast moving era, you have to beat your own drum that I have done this thing in the field of research, or what are the research finding I have explored through this study. So you have to promote your research. So flyer is the one of the best thing that you can use for the research promotion. You can use social media post, that may be some graphical social media post to promote your research. You can use LinkedIn carousel for research findings. These are the practices that usually I do on LinkedIn. You must use the social media platforms like Facebook, like Twitter and LinkedIn. LinkedIn and Twitter are more handy and more adeptly being used as a by the scholars. Social media is Facebook is really used by the people for sharing their day-to-day life, but LinkedIn I think is more suitable platform for the promotion of your research. If you are not going to present your research in a visually communicating way, then how the people will know that you have done something marvelous, or what are your endeavors? So you can design a graphical abstract. I was using it almost 2 years back. I used it first time, but when I got enrolled in a course in certification in medical editing in postgraduate diploma in medical journalism, there I came to know that Journal of College of Surgeon and Physician in Pakistan, they are accepting graphical abstract. So what is graphical abstract? We are going to discuss it later. I'll show the example of graphical abstract. I'm just giving an overview that how you can use Canva for different purposes to disseminate your research finding and promote your research papers. So you can design a poster for paper presentation, and you can design a presentation for the conferences. One of the most appealing feature that was the quick take video. I first saw this quick take video on the platform of New English Journal of Medicine, where they have made a YouTube channel. Whatever the article they publish in their journal, they just make a quick take video. Through that video, you can just explore the research of your interest, and you can just find everything about that research paper in nick of time. In 40 or 50 seconds, you can just overview all of the article. We don't have much time to explore each and everything about an article that falls in area of our interest, but if something depicted visually communicating, so you can use that thing to explore about the research or that fall into the area of your interest. So quick take videos are one of the example. Pictorial demonstration of data collection tool. I published recently an article where I used a data collection tool. That the name of the data collection tool was Online Learning Readiness. That was designed by Hung et al. So I designed a pictorial demonstration of my data collection tool, where I have categorized each of the domain that was used or depicted in that tool, and the person or the peer reviewer, he liked that pictorial demonstration because it was visually appealing and easily understandable. So you can make interactive presentation for synopsis, thesis, and conferences using Canva. There are so many interactive elements. When the PowerPoint, you are fed up of PowerPoint, you can use Canva for making presentation for the defense or paper presentation of your research. So this is one of the example, flyer for research promotion. One of my one of my editorial published in a journal. The topic of editorial was addressing the undermining of female healthcare professionals' leadership qualities by human resource policies. So I just placed brief summary of that editorial, that rigid and antiquated HR policies subvert the leadership capabilities, and how can improve their capability by implementing flexible work arrangement and systematic reforms. That what are the systematic reforms required. So this was one of the flyer of the promotion of that editorial. What I have done, I just wrote a summary of my editorial in LinkedIn post, and I uploaded this picture as well. So my post got so much impression. So it was my experience. So I thought that I must share with other scholars to facilitate them. I talked about the graphical social media post. I have taken most of the studies of mine so that I must not use the references of other people to make the things convenient. So one of the topic of my study was a battle within, evaluating the correlation between workplace bullying and self-awareness and emotional management among female healthcare professionals in Punjab. Basically, the study was about the workplace bullying and self-awareness of the female healthcare professionals in Punjab. So this picture, I bet that if I give you an abstract of my study, It will take at least a minute for all of you to understand what is the purpose of study, what were the results, how many participants were including. But this single post may be helping all of you to learn about what is the purpose of study. That 447 participants were included, and there was a moderate negative correlation between workplace bullying and self-awareness. R was 0.409, and the place of study was Punjab, and this was the objective. So, in very brief time, you can understand the whole crust of the study by single social media post. This was the graphical abstract. This is another study that was correlation of emotional intelligence and academic performance among MBBS students exposed to hybrid learning. So this was graphical abstract in which you can see that there is an icon used as arrow, like showing the objective. This was objective. Some tools icon is used to show the methods. Briefly, the methods are written here. What were the results? This graph and this positive correlation is showing that there was a positive correlation with academic performance and the emotional intelligence. So this was conclusion. The keywords include MBBS students and emotional intelligence. So this was an icon for an MBBS students, and this was icon for emotion. So I used this graphical abstract for one of my studies. Other option for using the Canva is research poster. You can design a poster to present as your paper in conferences and wherever you require it to present. So this is a format that how you can design a poster. There are already built-in templates for designing the poster. You can use all the templates, or you can design your own one, or you can customize by your own critical thinking or creativeness. So this was the quick take video which I was discussing about the New English Journal of Medicine, that how they make a quick take video. I'm going to play a quick take video of my own study. In 40 or 50 minutes, seconds, you can see the crust of this study, that what was the purpose of this study. This small video is telling that what was the data collection tool, what were the results, what was the conclusion. You can have a bird's eye view in just 40 seconds about this study. So what are the benefits of using a visual communication element? We are again and again talking about visual communication. So what is the purpose? First of all, enhancing the dissemination, because the visually appealing things are easily seen by people. They attract the potential people who are interested in your study. Like my area of interest is peer reviews. So the studies who are revealing something about peer review in their graphical abstract or some social media post, I will be attracted towards those studies. So attracting the attention of the potential researcher facilitate understanding. If your research results are complex, you can graphically present them. You can design them in visually appealing way using different icons or different graphs. Like there is an option of moving graphs. Thus, this will facilitate the understanding of the results to the reader, and this will basically alleviate the cognitive bias between a author and the reader. So improving accessibility and enhancing the dissemination. You can, if you are going to share a social media post on your social media platform, someone who is interested in that post, he or she will share that post. So it is an easy mode to disseminate your research. What is the branding of your research for improving H index? I have talked earlier about the branding. Branding is basically giving some distinct identity or reputation to your research endeavor. Whatever you have done, you are going to give some distinct identity and reputation to your endeavor. When I hear something from editors, they say that we don't cater the studies who are cap studies or service who are the surveys. It's very hurting for me that even the small survey has a lot of endeavor. The researcher has done a lot of hard work. They must be considered. So how you can give a distinct identity and reputation to your endeavor if there are different ways. The identity should reflect the core values and goals and unique aspects of your project, making it recognizable and memorable within your academic or professional community. People must remember you. I have already talked about a marketing strategy, that why when we are going to use Surf Excel or some sort of biscuits of Lou again and again, then even then these companies place flyers, they place their marketing strategies on signboards, hoardings. Why they do this? They do this to hammer you again and again, memorize you, remind you of themselves. So this unique aspect of your research paper, the way you brand your research paper will definitely make it able to make it recognizable and memorable within your academic professional communities. How you can brand your research? You can brand by using visual abstracts. You can brand your research by putting it on social media, making some visually attractive posts. You can use unique logos to your project, and you can even use QR codes for your QR code using is very trendy today these days. So these are the things that the way they help you to make to brand your research and promote your research for H indexation. One of the objective was that how you can use Canva for data visualization. There is an option of moving graphs that is really very, very attractive. If you are going to upload a post regarding only your data on the social media, you can use moving graphs. You can use infographics to share your findings on social media. So this is how you can use Canva. You can harbor Canva for data visualization. So what are the skills required for using Canva for visual communication for the research? There is a couple of skills that you must integrate for this purpose. What I've found that one of the skill is storytelling, other is graphic designing. Although this doesn't fall in the domain of a medical professional, but still the word is global village, and you have to make the things holistic. So it's not a bad thing to learn about graphic designing, and the most important thing that you must know how to conduct a research and how to write it up. So what are the things to keep in mind? That if you are going to publish your research paper in a journal, I recommend going through the policies of journal. If there are certain policies about the graphics or images they have uploaded on their website, or some author's guideline, you must go through those policies. And much more important is confidentiality on social media. If you are having some, you have conducted some research which has such concerns that the results cannot be shared on the social media, so you must keep consider that confidentiality. Do not post such things on social media. Other thing is visual literacy theory and how the people perceive about your visual information while designing a visual communication. Visual literacy theories, they tell that which colors you must use to attract the people, how the people perceive about your visual information. So while designing a social media post or flyer or quick take, anything what you are going to design, you must consider these points in your mind. So this was the end of all of the presentation. This is what I want to convey, and I could convey to all of you. Now I would like to invite to ask Dr. Mubashir, Dr. Zaidi to invite the participants about question answer session. Whatever the question the participants will have are having there in their mind, I'll try to answer them to my best.
Well, thank you, Sadia. That was an excellent presentation, and I am absolutely bamboozled, because what will happen to the old-fashioned writers like me, that if you write text, for example, and nobody's going to read it because the quality of your presentation, if you have all these infographics and things, then who's going to bother to read our writing if you have visual graphs? So congratulations, it's a wonderful work. Now, there are lots of compliments in the chat box. So Dr. Fahad Azam says it's very fine, and some participants must have used. Anyway, so the question was, Saima Rafi, about your presentation, that is it made with CANVA? And I suppose it was made with CANVA. And
It's made with Canva. No, I made this presentation with PowerPoint. I used 365-degree PowerPoint, and one of the disclosure or disclaimer I want to share that I'm very fond of using image generation with Dale E3. So I use artificial intelligence for generating many images. But the study findings I have shared, all of them are designed by me, and all of the study findings were designed by using Canva.
So what is the 360 degrees PowerPoint? Can you teach me on that? Is it different to the standard PowerPoint presentation?
So basically, I use online Microsoft 365 online platform of making PowerPoint.
Right. So there is an expert in these digital technologies, Hasnan Zafar in Malaysia. Hasnan, would you like to unmute yourself, but please ask yourself. Great session, he says. Could you explain the importance of the template in Canva?
Yeah, basically, if you are trying to save your time, you just have to use the template. If you are not fond of the pre-established template, you can design your own. Basically, it will save your time if you are going to use the template.
And if you're using AI, is it something that you'd like to talk in terms of ethics of using AI? Because, I was discussing this only yesterday with a very senior colleague here in London, and he questioned me that if that is the case, in fact, he's a very good writer. He said, if that is the case, that AI is generating everything, then the life will become easy but very complex, because how do you differentiate which one is genuine and which one is created by AI? Are there any guide? Yeah.
Sir, you rightly said it. Everyone who is educated is skeptical about the use of artificial intelligence. The use of artificial intelligence within the ethical boundaries is not something bad, but I say that you must open about these things, embracing the technology and innovation, because we can't stay away from these things. In 2022, I have been using ChatGPT since December 2022. It was first launched in November 2022. In first of my workshop, I used this artificial intelligence, and one of the professors, she questioned me that how can we implement artificial intelligence in our teaching and learning? It is unethical. At that time, I told her, I humbly told her that, ma'am, we can't stay away from this. Now we are going to see that even the journals have changed their policies, that if you are going to use the artificial intelligence for improving the language of your scientific paper, it's not so unethical, but you have to disclose that you used artificial intelligence. Moreover, the more dangerous thing is that I am seeing in future that OpenAI has started some video generation, artificial video generating software. The name of the software is Sora AI. You can't deny if your video is made by prompt entering in Sora, and that depicts that you are currently traveling, or you are strolling in the streets of Pakistan. You can't deny how realistic that video is. So there are so ethical concern, and but Sora, they told that they have written about their policies and how they are going to train this software on their website. They told there that we are going to train Sora to detect the things who are realistic or real, or who are made of some artificial intelligence software.
So anybody else would like to ask? There are lots of participants. It's open to discussion and debate. Hasnan, Vashi, you are experts. both of you perhaps can ask a few questions. Hassan says that you can use Copilot and other online resources using Office 365. Hassan, can you unmute yourself, please, and tell us more?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Dr. Sadi, for a wonderful session. Sorry, I'm at the restaurant because just breaks the fast and,
Okay.
background noise. Yeah. Very nicely, she actually highlighted the very important elements she mentioned about graphic designing and the way she used moving graphs, That's a very wonderful feature, A lot of LinkedIn posts now, they will show you, with the passage of year, it will show the increase or decrease of data or graph, That's a wonderful feature we can use. Now, about ethical use, you are highlighting. I think that's my personal opinion. Soon, user may not even know that they are using applications which have already AI feature embedded inside, and all applications in future will have some sort of AI, because those applications without AI feature, people will not use it. And just now, Dr. Satya already highlighted, you can use AI to assist you. And ethically, yes, we must declare if we are using AI to generate content. But in future, I think it would be part and parcel of any content creation, That's what I would say,
So will there be any copyright issues in presentations like this that Sadia has presented? Sadia, can you answer this? Will there be any copyright? Can you, like, for example, if you're creating a generating or
Sir, I have not used any image that was developed by someone else. I designed all the images by giving prompts, and they fall within the ethical boundaries. Basically, they are training ChatGPT and Sora that the violent content and the contents that are beyond the ethical boundaries, they will not develop these things. It will be difficult to get those design. And my personal experience is that I was trying to teach my students about Bloom's taxonomy. So I used to make the things very simple and easy for the participants. So I asked ChatGPT to make the mnemonics of Bloom's taxonomy. So the ChatGPT made two mnemonics of the Bloom's taxonomy. It first was for the older version and the second was for the new version. The older version was kings and cats and alligators sing together. That was the totally the comprehensive knowledge. And the next was that rabbits fight with eagles courageously. I asked ChatGPT to make the images of both of the prompts. Our ChatGPT denied to make the image of rabbits fighting with eagle, where I gave a prompt that depict the use of guns while fighting. So ChatGPT denied to make that prompt where there was some violent content. So in my experience, there will be some issues in the future. Maybe the people may twist the prompts or the way other they are going to use the things in their own way. But till my experience regarding images, the violent images or the thing that is not that is beyond the ethical boundaries, I don't think so that the things are made like that.
right? Any other questions? Any participants? Unmute yourself and ask the questions. It's a very valuable discussion and absolutely wonderful for young people to use all these new technologies. And like we had this discussion about a month ago, that AI is now an integral part of a research scholar, a writer, a doctor. You cannot avoid, you cannot run away from it. You have to accept it. If you don't accept it, you'll be left behind.
I have a question. I actually have a comment. Can I just make that comment?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. Sadi and Dr. Fahad. Actually, when Dr. Hasnan, he mentioned about the importance of template, I just wanted to share my experience that I'm not a trained graphic designer, but I have to make a lot of flyers. So when I use Canva for this specific purpose, this makes life very easy for me because I don't have to worry about the pixels and ratios, because on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, we require different ratios and pixels of the flyers. And what we do in Canva is that we just give it a template and it just designs the flyer according to that particular social media website app. So that makes life very easy for me. So I think Dr. Hasnain was also maybe was referring to that part, maybe. But this is what I find very useful.
You are right, Dr. Fahad. We don't have to customize it according to the platform. They are already built in.
Yeah, thank you.
So what other users where can you, I mean, you're using for research, for example, for other things, can you use it for data analysis, for example?
Sir,
I have
so when you are going to make graphs, I wish to have this session as an interactive session, because all of the things that I have uploaded in this presentation, I wanted to make the hands-on practice for all of the participants. So one of the option I have told about the moving graphs. When you are going to design a moving graph, you have to enter the data in Canva. Basically, Canva makes the graphs on the basis of data you have entered in Canva. So
Perhaps the best thing I'm sorry for interruption, Hasnan did a wonderful workshop 3-4 weeks ago. Maybe you can also do a workshop on this and teach us how to use these technologies.
Sure.
Will you have to do a workshop maybe in a month's time? Did you hear me? Can I invite you to do a workshop, how to use these technologies for the
Sir,
audience?
are you inviting me or Dr. Hasnan? I couldn't get.
No, I'm inviting you.
Oh, sure. I will be available. I'll be more than happy.
Wonderful. So we can fix up a date and time. Worship will get in touch with you, and
So
it'll be wonderful.
whenever you will find it feasible, I'm available.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
There is a question: can data analysis and SPS be
Yes.
used in Canva? How do we do it? Uh, the data analysis you have done in SPSS, you have made some tables from that data, and you can convert those tables in graphical representation. In a case of graphs, you can make pie chart, you can make bar graphs, and there is endless opportunities of the colors. I am very fond of colors, so you can use the teal color and many other range of colors. There is a full horizon of the colors. The option is very limited in case of SPSS. So the things are more visually attractive, and the imagery is more appealing in case of Canva if you are going to represent your data through Canva.
Fantastic. So Snan has offered to co-facilitate the workshop with you. That will be wonderful if you can both join, because he's an expert in AI and digital technology, and you have come up with these innovative methods. It'll be a wonderful workshop. Let's plan it. Mubashir, do you have a time? Can you give a time now, or maybe
Maybe, sir, in June or July, probably, sir.
why that? Because we are booked until June, July.
Exactly,
Anyway.
sir. Quite busy, yes, sir.
All right, we can. I think that will be a wonderful idea to have joint workshop between Sadia and Hasnan, and we can all join it together.
I will be more than happy, inshallah.
But that will be a 3 hours long workshop, because Hasnan is.
Yeah, it takes time. At least 3 hours must be dedicated for hands-on workshop. And in April, I have a couple of workshops in different cities of Pakistan. So in April, I regret that I cannot conduct, and I'm very I agree with Dr. Mubashir that we can plan it in May, June, or July, whenever you want to have it.
That'll be perfect. So what should be the title of that workshop? We can fix the date later. Give us the title. Hasnan, can you come up with something? Just write it down, and Sadia can also discuss what could be the best title. Hands-on workshop on what?
It's a Canva for research hands-on workshop. I think this must be the title. It is appealing, as well as it is conveying a message that we are going to have a hands-on activity for participants regarding use of Canva.
So there is a request that can you do it on a Sunday?
Sure.
All right, we'll
It is
do
more
that.
feasible day.
Yeah, so we'll do it on Sunday then. So let's fix a date sometimes in June, and then we can have a 3 hours workshop on this particular aspect, you and Hasnan Zafar. And of course, Mubashir can moderate it.
Inshallah, sir.
I'm just wondering if Amir can also be engaged, because he's also into all these things and does the art programming and things.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, he must be included. I agree with you.
All right. Any other comments or questions before we close the session? It's almost 45 minutes now. Anyway, thank you so much, Sadia. I've learned a great deal. It's an eye-opener for me, and I'll try and use it whenever I can for any presentation, because there are a couple of presentations coming up on something very interesting, the concept of xenotransplantation using porcine material for repair of heart. And I have to give a talk in Turkey, and it's also USA. So I'll probably ask somebody, maybe you can help me develop these CANVA slides rather than just old-fashioned writing points and bullet points and this and that. I mean, that's all gone, isn't it?
So I'll be more than happy if I can help you designing this presentation.
Wonderful, that's fine. So the only request is that please pray for me that I'm reincarnated to learn all these things in my young life again.
May Allah bless you.
It's because technology is so expanding, it's rapidly changing every day, and like people are lucky to be born in this time. These are the wonderful times. This is always a turn of a new technology. It's a thing that's coming. It's like saying that people who were born in the industrial age, industrial revolution was something new. Then the computer came, and now, of course, we have all these various machines, and now the AI. And AI is also seems to be probably lagging behind. Something new will come in due course of time. Amazing.
Sir, sometimes I feel that I'm so much dependent on AI that while making a slide, I just paste the content of my slide, and I ask ChatGPT to suggest me the icons and the elements that will interact with the participants. So it really helps me a lot rather than even only making the images for me. I take suggestions regarding the elements that can interact or make it more interactive or appealing for the participants while I am designing a PowerPoint. Basically, I use Microsoft Office 365 for PowerPoint, and meanwhile I'm using this, I use ChatGPT 4 because there are endless opportunities and options in ChatGPT. I usually suggest a researcher to use ChatGPT 4, not for the purpose of simply generating some document or synopsis project. Basically, there are many other options like Scholar AI, Semantic, Consensus, where you can find easily, you can find the papers and you can go through the literature review. You can summarize the papers by using PDF summarizer in ChatGPT, because each and every article takes a lot of time. You can't review all of the article. You just put the article in the ChatGPT and you ask the relative summary from ChatGPT. If you want to have an objective of the paper, you want to see the results of paper, it simply summarize it for you. So I really suggest, while I'm conducting the workshop for AI integration and research, I suggest the participants to buy the subscription of ChatGPT for that very month when they are involved in some sort of a research project. When they are going to write some research project, they must at least buy the subscription of ChatGPT for 1 month, because it's very helpful for the boosting the research productivity.
So what you're saying is that, for example, if I have some material like I'm writing at the moment on various things in medical ethics, so if I have, say, 100 papers, so how do I get to the text? I mean, how do I use ChatGPT for withdrawing the text, useful material, reference material from that? How do I do that? Each step.
ChatGPT itself can never be used as a reference material. I read a story about a lawyer who has prepared his case using ChatGPT. It was very novice time of the ChatGPT, when people even never knew about the timeline of the data that ChatGPT has. ChatGPT has data of I think January 2022. He did all that. He prepared the case. He presented the case in court, report, and when the judge checked that the references that were placed in that case
Yeah.
report, everything was fraudulent. There was nothing on the internet available that references ChatGPT provided to that lawyer, and at the end that lawyer has to forego his degree and his registration with their statutory body. So I don't rely on references by ChatGPT. I'm saying that there are other GPTs on ChatGPT. Like if you want to see, I may share my screen and I will show you that how ChatGPT 4 works. We have few minutes, so I'm
Yeah.
going to
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll share how it works. Uh, so can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I have opened the
Google.
browser, ChatGPT. So this is GPT-4. There is an option of 3.5, but I'm using GPT-4. There is an option of explore GPT. I'm not using ChatGPT. I'm going to explore the GPT. Like here, I explore some PDF summarizer. It will give me endless opportunities or options, like this is PDF AI. I will click this PDF AI. I will start chatting, and here it will ask me to upload a PDF. So here I can upload my PDF like this. Like I'm uploading my one of the PDF. I don't know what is the PDF saying. So it will summarize for me. So the same way I can explore the other GPTs, like here image generation GPTs. So here the research and analysis, you can see consensus, Scholar GPT. These all of the platform, they provide you the papers, they provide you the references, the reference papers, for the literature review. You can find the real-time references and you can even click them, and they are really available on the internet. They are not basically fraud. I'm quitting my screen. Sir, is it okay? You got it?
Perfect. 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 Thank you so much. Well,
Thank you,
thank you,
sir.
Sadia. You have to come back, and next time we should do a workshop. You and Hasnain can do it together, and I'll see if Amir is also free, so we can have a couple of workshops in the month of June and July, if that's okay with you.
Inshallah, sir. Thank you so much.
We'll request the time of Hasnain and Amir, and at least you and Hasnain can join. Hasnain has already volunteered, and we'll float this information on the CV page. Hopefully, we have a larger audience next time. In the
Inshallah.
meantime, allow me to thank you wholeheartedly. It was massively informative, absolutely new, innovative, and I think it's going to be very productive for the people who are doing research and for the students and medical professionals, generally speaking. Thank you, and stay
Thank you so
blessed.
much. Thank you, sir. Allah Hafiz.
Bye-bye.